Oh, so sweaty. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yo, 20 times 50,000. There is so much ammo. Can't even open. I'm gonna rip this open like a raccoon. Okay, I did it. I was actually having a crisis about these because I thought they were unusable because they're steel cased. I didn't know there was like a steel case thing. But apparently the round itself is FMJ, so it's just a cheap round that's just kind of shittier on your gun. But is that goon food? What is that? This? Oh, hi potato. Can you move your butt? Let's move your butt. Please explain. I mean, I know what gooning is, but what is goon food? Got it. Okay. Yeah, it is. So I've got 20 boxes of the Magtech zinc plated steel case cartridges. And I realized like, yeah, there's 1,000 rounds. I don't have enough mags to fill 1,000 rounds worth. So I'm not gonna have to do that much, but I will work on the rifle gun food. Yes, sorry. Goon food because of the algorithm. There's so much. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Okay. Here. This whole box is filled with 223. I do need to get more mags. I pre-ordered like 5 of the new Glock 15 round mags for mine, but they still haven't come out yet. So I think I'm gonna compete with my OEM mags, which are 10 rounds. I think I have like 3. So it's gonna go really well. I'm also like struggling a lot with my pain the last few days, and the comp is next Friday. So it's gonna go really badly. We're gonna also camp Thursday night and then compete Friday day for like, I don't know, 8 hours. So I already scheduled my physical therapy for Monday and another doctor for Monday to like do not want to die. I sometimes you see those like old videos on Facebook of people going live, like selling rocks or whatever. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. Let me just like, yeah. Speaking of overdoing it, I will, where did my Uplula go? I woke up today and was like, I kind of feel bad, but I had plans to play pickleball. And my friend who I was playing with was like, do you want to skip? And I'm like, nah, I'll go easy. We literally played 2 rounds of very easy pickleball. And then I had to take like a ton of meds and take a nap because my body was just very confused. I'm I'm used to being in moderate levels of pain because of my chronic illness. I'm so freaked out about ticks. I already have like all my clothes are treated with permethrin, but it's in the woods in West Virginia, and I'm really not trying to get Lyme or alpha gal. Okay. I do need to find that Uplula. I got it out, but I didn't bring. Oh, it's in the kitchen. One. Oh my god. Okay, I will say I've been climbing off and on for like 10 plus years now. The only time I've ever had bad injuries was bouldering. Like I like bouldering more, but I've torn my elbow and I've torn my ankle only once from bouldering, but I've torn 2 ligaments from bouldering, so I get it. Yeah, fast match. We're prepping for fast match. I know that we have, I think, more mags in this. But I don't know how Dan wants to carry stuff. So I'm going to load all this and then figure out the rest. It's actually not even that much, but let me go get the Uplula. This looks crazy. It looks like I did a drug bust. Hold on. Okay, I got this Ablula a while ago in this color wave as a hee hee ha ha because sometimes I like do a hee hee ha ha about patriotic stuff. But now I just feel like I look like a patriotic person all the time when I use it. So here's my Ablula. Okay, setting it up like this was not smart. So these are empty. These are empty. Empty. This is partial. I love a partial empty. I don't know why I shook it. Empty. These, okay, these are good. What's it called? Mac and cheese. Okay, this is actually that reminds me. I don't know how much I've talked on this channel about like the health stuff I've gone through, obviously like the EDS and the body pain, but I got like really sick like 6 years ago now. And I went from being able to like eat anything to not being able to eat like uh basically dairy and gluten at first. And then I got even more sick and I couldn't eat like raw vegetables or like spicy, like couldn't eat anything. Like it was miserable. Had to go like no sugar. Ugh. But anyway, by stroke of, a decent functional medicine doctor and I don't know, healing my gut, I can for the first time eat dairy again. And I was at Trader Joe's the other day and I got like 6 different kinds of cheese. And the cashier was like, "Oh, are you having a cheese party?" And I should have, a smart person would have been like, "Oh, yeah, we're going to do a cheese tasting party and like blah, 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 blah." No, of course not. I was like, "No, this is all for me. I can eat cheese again." And so I'm going crazy. And so now I probably have a reputation as being the cheese lady. Oh my God. Okay. Um, let's just really get into it. So, before I got sick, before I had like all this stomach stuff, I was battling orthorexia. And I don't know if the Gen Pop understand or knows orthorexia, but it's essentially an eating disorder disguised as being healthy. You're like, oh, I'm just doing all this stuff for health, not, oh, I'm doing this because I low key have an eating disorder, right? It was to the point where it's like I would wear my heart rate monitor to mow the lawn to see how many calories I would burn, shit like that, right? In that time, though, I was vehemently anti-sugar. I had been overweight and then I lost weight and then I became like an obsession of being skinny. And I was like, no sugar, no, like being such a dick about it. I even like one time brought brownies to someone's house that were like maple syrup, avocado, cocoa powder or some shit. Oh my God. Not a proud moment in my life. But anyway, yeah. So like was okay going back to no sugar because I'd done it before. But now that my gut is doing a lot better, my God, I am a big fan of milk and sugary things. I had a pizza the other day that almost made me cry, and it like is good pizza, but not award winning, but I almost fucking cried. Um, is this a type of cheese? I've never even heard of it. And I'm like a big foodie. So tell me more about this cheese. Kasu Marzu? I should keep track. This is 2. All right, everyone help me remember. I have 2 in here. I'm gonna do 29s. Oi Brazil. Hi. Also, completely unrelated, but if anyone has any what- tofu is just Asian cheese. Honestly, fair. But I will say having had to eat vegan cheese for 6 years, like, yes, the technology of vegan cheese is greatly improved, but then going to eat cheese again and being like, there's nothing like it. Like, you can't replicate cheese. You replicate dairy-free ice cream, great. Dairy-free butter, great. Even, like, milk alternatives, fine. But cheese, you can't bake cheese. This is 5. I don't know. I don't know. I lost count. Ooh, whoa. Interesting. Is it fermented in like a controlled environment? Like the flies just live in the cheese place? Oh my God, this is so funny. Add a Q&A sticker, favorite trees top. Can I move it? Oh, I can. Oh, can I? Sick. Yeah, I mean, I can't drink alcohol because I'm super allergic and it just gets me sick. but I feel you. Happy birthday, frisky jit for life. I feel like that low key is gonna get me canceled. I don't know what jit means. I could count the bullets left in the box, yeah, but I don't remember if this was full when I started this, and I've completely lost count. I'm trying for 29 and I'm not very strong, so it'll probably naturally go down to 29. We'll see. Does it help? Well, the thing is, like, I don't have the digestive enzymes or the enzymes in my liver. So, yeah, it's like a partial histamine thing, which I can see pepsid being a histamine thing helping. But I wonder if it still has negative effects because it's like essentially poison, right? If you don't have the enzymes. But also, I'm 30, almost 34, and I've gotten drunk one time, and it just doesn't appeal to me at this point. I get plenty weird sober, so that's kind of where I'm at. Okay, that was a box of 20. Let's see. Let's see if counting or using the box number was correct. This, I don't know. We'll see. Let's do 9. One. This reminds me too. I only recently realized, like, put together that the count um, of Count Chocula counts, or not Count Chocula, I'm sorry, I do that every time, of, what's the Count in, Sesame Street? He's just called the Count. Count does he have a name? Um, but I always was like, "Oh, yeah, he's the Count because vampires are called counts." I never put it together until I was, like, 25 that it's also because he counts. I just some of the like, how do I walk and breathe at the same time? Okay, there are 14 left in here. So then I'll need to do 15 from this. Great. What if I pre-do this? I just like only have I take 5 out of this. All right. My instinct was to stash them in my mouth until I need them, but I really don't think that's a good idea. Okay. That's working with brains, baby. Okay, I know that I just described about how stupid I am and how I you know, didn't know the count was also for counting. But I also know that you're asking me to talk about my giant schlong, okay? Which, if I did have a schlong, it would be giant. But alas, I do not, which is disappointing. I think I would do the Lord's work with a schlong, if I'm being honest. Um, I definitely know that if I woke up with a wiener, I would like flap it constant. I would like run around flapping it as much as possible. That's so much worse. I would rather be called stupid than be told I have a steep learning curve. Oh my god, that's so funny. I'm very much, as you all know, a ready, fire, aim kind of person, or like a cut twice, measure once. And that's just the ADHD instinct of knowing kind of how things work and then just doing it rather than like stopping first and trying to understand, which is like, the bane of my existence. But 90% of the time, I accomplish what I need to do without stopping. Yeah, but how many were in this? I'm so confused. Um, I mean, you are clearly a garden savant, so something to say there. I'm so confused. When I grabbed this mag, there was definitely a couple in here, and I had 29 in front of me, and I this is the 29th one. Is it gonna go in? What the fuck? How many are in here? Of course I remember. Okay, well, that's probably got 30. So wait, they're all wait, am I just doing 30? Yeah, because these are finished on the left, these are finished on the right. So I'm gonna boot these out so they're 29s. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Got more of these to go. Um, yeah, I love my husband's chaotic life. Look at this fucking mag. I know why he does it, but also it looks like a fucking dog chewed on it. Imagining him like chewing on it at work and feeling it. Okay. Okay. This is 8. I've got 8 out. So I need 21. Okay. So a box and 1 for this one. Got it. Hi. Hello. Uh you guys want to hear something fucking crazy? One of my friends who I compete with, uh named Eddie. Actually, let me tell you the whole story 'cause we got time. So I got my dog like 2.5 years ago, and I started going to this dog park. And my dog is like best friends with this Borzoi, which is a Russian wolfhound named Katya. And so because of that, Eddie and I would chat like every day because our dogs were constantly playing. And after like a couple years of knowing him, maybe a year, I was like, what do you even do on the weekends? And we're in Northern Virginia, which is kind of a more, liberal area. And he was like, oh, do comps and I shoot. I'm like, oh, the fuck. Like we also shoot guns. We should go to the range. Long story short, like we hadn't been shooting very much when we first moved here. And only because we had found out that Eddie we started going more frequently, and then we like joined in the comps he was doing. And then Damien found me from this channel, and those are the Fairfax comps. So we like started doing those together. Anyway, all that backstory. So today at the dog park, Katya and Fruit Punch were running around, and Katya like comes to Eddie's car and she's like limping, and she's this like beautiful giant weird ass wolfhound. She's limping. And then he notices she's bleeding, and he lifts up her paw and like starts to clean it with a like wet wipe. And as he cleans it, he realizes that there's like a flap of skin. And the skin was kind of just like hanging there like loosely. And we're like, could it be quick stopped? Could it be taped? Like, does she have to go to the vet? So he like starts to clean it up more and look at it, and like it's just not stopping, and she's not like waiting it. So he goes to the vet, and I asked him what happens. She like something cut her leg, and she cut 3 ligaments across the back of her leg. Like cut them all the way through. And I guess initially the vet was like, I don't even think that this is something that we can fix. I don't know if it's possible. You might have to just like go to a specialist, who knows. Long story short, I guess she just got out of surgery a couple hours ago and they were able to fix it. But to keep her from like re-rupturing it, she has to be drugged up all week, and then she's on some like, exercise restriction for God knows how long. But she fucking like cut 3 of her ligaments. Like what the fuck? Brutal. Tony is great. Poor dog. Yeah, I'm really glad that they could fix it, honestly, and it wasn't like exorbitantly expensive. I will say that vet care here is so expensive, but manageable. Oh, I love a triple cream. Phrasing. Actually, the place that Dan and I got married in Washington State, we literally booked the venue because they had a pave dauphinois, and it was just like we had never eaten a pave before, and we booked it because of that. It was a restaurant. It was great. They also had this drink called the local, where they would give you a shot of Maker's Mark, a PBR, and a Marlboro Red cigarette. Triple cream. Okay, my thing with cheese is I have a very, 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 very sensitive palate. And if cheese has been cut and put into saran wrap and sits too long, I can taste the saran wrap on the cheese. And that's very limiting on what cheeses I can try, because every place I've gone to, Whole Foods, local cheesemongers, you know, Harris Teeter, whatever, they all fucking wrap their cheese in like that same ass cling wrap, and it ruins it for me. I just need to get blocks of cheese. Okay, that was 19. Dude, vet care is so expensive. Like, we found someone relatively affordable, but when we lived in Georgia, obviously Georgia is like such low cost of living. but I think when Toast, one of my cats, would get his anal glands expressed, it was like $20. It's like 50 here. Ugh. And having 4 pets is not cheap. Do not recommend. Government cheese. I've never actually had government cheese. 19. Great. Which means quick math, 9 more. No, 10 more. Yeah, I like know the phrase, but I don't know that I've ever like had government cheese. Someone please. I mean, I would love uh to be a child. Only in that 30s are super painful compared to 20s. So, I'm not very good at being Asian. Okay. There's a cheese bunker. That's where I want to go. When I die, bury me in the cheese bunker. Okay. There's 10 left. I get 19 from the next box. So the fast match that we're doing next Friday, Dan is doing the trooper division, which means he's got to carry everything on him between each stage. And that includes all ammo and 3 liters of water. Um, so I'm gonna load as many mags as we have, and then I don't know what he wants to do with the rest, but you know, masochism, I guess. I'm like, let me do the least difficult thing, which might just be sitting when I'm in pain. The problem is, I don't know why I'm so crazy about this. I don't feel pain from activities until after. So like I'll be fine and then, I'll stop moving and then it's like, "Oh my god, I want to throw up." So I really don't know when to stop and it's really kind of problematic. Stonks. What did your mom say about the stock market? Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. Um I mean, he's still military, so he's got like a ship ton of green bags I'm sure he could do. And he's got several backpacking bags. I don't know how he's gonna run his rig. I'm guessing he's gonna do Molly, like a Molly rack. And I think they don't have a division to my knowledge that has carry everything and plates and helmet, but I think he's gonna do plates and helmet. So yeah, I don't know what bag he's gonna do. It could be like several pouches too, but that gets unwieldy. Is it just filled with government cheese, or is it, like, all cheese? I really have to know. Okay, but I do love to embarrass him. He, I sewed a, Purple Heart to the bottom of his chalk bag so that and he didn't know, obviously, so people would only see it when he got to the top of the climbing wall. He hated me for that, which is fair. Um, I had 10. Okay, great. So I need to do 19. Um It's all cheese. Is it? But again, is it like so it's just a place that has all kinds of regular cheese? Uh, Nightmare Plus division. Yeah, is there one for fast? I again don't really read, so Eddie was just like, "Is Dan doing Trooper?" And I said yes, and then I signed him up for Trooper. Michael, are you a chronic pain girly too? You just like wake up and your body chooses to hate you? Windigun? Currently rented by Kraft and Nestle. Oh, like a legit cheesecake. It's the name of my this is the name of my sex tape, Cheesecake. Um, fucking love cheese. Um, it's basic as shit, but Trader Joe's, they obviously like relabel a bunch of stuff, but they have this Italian truffle cheese. It's probably like a Socotone Alterfruto or something. Alterfruto. But it's not a soft cheese. It's a semi what's the texture like? Like a Gouda texture, but it's almost like I don't know how I would describe the base cheese. It's quite simple. I think it's a cow's milk, but it's like their Italian truffle cheese. I love it. I like have I mean, obviously I have like 5 cheeses in my fridge right now, but it's so good. Um, Interesting. Am I just gonna go down a rabbit hole of like cheese caves and got milk? That's one. Okay, 28 more. This is 20, so 8 for the next box. This is it's not hard, but I was forgetful. Okay. What's the TLDR? Because like not to be sexist, but oh, before I forget, if someone didn't like it's usually fermented with the flies inside the cheese. I mean, I will say I will try most foods at least once, and I am a big fan of fermented stuff. I don't know if you guys know, but before I moved to Virginia, I actually owned a kombucha manufacturing company. Um, and I just, I'm Korean, so I love to ferment. So I would try it. I also want to try natto. If you're not familiar with that, it's just like the goopy fermented soybeans that everyone thinks is really gross, but I gotta try it. Pays. Okay, right. So we're subsidizing dairy, but why? They sell the cheese to business, which is why cheese. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but like to what benefit to the government, right? Is there a kickback or is it I don't know. I could see natto being good. Like, okay, I don't know what it tastes like. I would imagine like very fermented. I mean, sometimes I just eat tempeh like from the container, and I fucking love tempeh. I know they're not the same, but describe. Oh yeah, I mean fair, but that much the dairy lobby is that much to like. I mean, yeah, that's stupid. I used to work at a state legislature, and I saw firsthand just how powerful lobbies are. So I'm not going to question it, but whatever. Look, also, I'm not gonna complain. I can eat cheese again. I love cheese. I have my thoughts about, politics and lobbyists, but don't take my cheese. That's the future that liberals want is no cheese. And I can't stand with that. I gotta have my cheese. Okay. This is 12. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like I do want to try it. Um, Maybe I could like we should get COVID and then try it when our taste buds are blunted. I have a very sensitive palate, so tastes like soy sauce. Um, oh, I mean, I don't mind slimy. Uh, I was worried that it would be like super skunky or like just I don't know, foul. Um, I live close enough to Vermont. Maybe I should go up for some cheese. 8, 11. So, does this government cheese cave literally it just stores American cheese. Like I was thinking it would store like shelf stable cheese in the event of a nuclear fallout, but it's just regular cheese. Goo kimchi. Um, what kind is goo kimchi? I am familiar with lots of kind of kimchi. Uh, but I don't recognize goo kimchi. I know moo kimchi. I'm not a very good Korean, as evidenced by this. I just finished an MK short barrel with a 9. What's my that's a good question. Apocalypse Cow. Great. I see it now. Um, I run on vibes. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I just shoot guns and do things with stuff I'm handed. I really can't like I don't nerd out in the way that most people do about guns. And I constantly am asking like what is this again? Um so I'm really not very good at this. Oh, the cheese. Oh, yeah, I'm like yeah, I very much like old kimchi, and that's the natto vibe, it's just, like, old. Literally was expecting it to be like shoe. Like, I was thinking maybe it tastes like shoe, maybe it tastes like, I don't know, like smegma or something, right? 5, 6, 7, 9. Great. The one true ah, um, I truly don't know. I mean, I think that, uh, my rifle build is fantastic because it's so accommodating for my body and my body issues. Um, but one more accessory. Yeah, I could say, I could convince myself that it could do with different upgrades or different changes, and I could probably constantly change it. If I knew anything about Oh, I need to circle back. You guys were talking about documentaries, and I didn't get to say this. I don't know why. Um, but I was gonna say a lot of my followers are men, and men love their YouTube videos. And I like there are very few times like to sit and watch just like a history video or like stuff like that, it's not for me. Um, okay, wait. Goat cheese. All right, Peveril? There is a cheese by Jenny's. Sorry, there's an ice cream by Jenny's Ice Cream, and it's their tart cherry and goat cheese. Nope. Yep. Yeah, goat cheese tart cherry, right? Um, if you're into that kind of mixture, it's a great ice cream. Um, cheddar. Like, oh, wait. I know who that is. I recognize that name. Um, just cheddar, John? Not what okay, what level of sharpness? Are you like, I don't know, a mild, a regular, degular? I thought I was gonna be done with this one. I've lost count. I Wicked shot. That tracks. Okay. Okay. I think that we own more mags. Like, I'm sure in dance supplies of things there are more. So these are all the ones that are currently filled, which is 10 max. And there's still so much ammo. So I gotta find more. But let me do that itches the roof of your mouth. Y'all have allergies. That's some allergy shit. Let's move to the rifle, and then I'll go hunt for more mags. Oh, just kidding, 11. But then I'll go hunt for more mags because there's still a shit ton of ammo. It's kind of like when I ask people, like, "Oh, does kiwi make your tongue itch or pineapple make your tongue itch?" And some people are like, "No, you're not supposed to do that." I didn't know that. It's delicious. Do they have um uh an AR version? I have the Uplula for pistols. It's not like AR mags are not horrible to load. Um Pistol ones though. Well, we do have stripper things, maybe. I don't know. I don't think we have any right now, but we sometimes do. Oh my god, Nunchaku's so good. So okay. These this one's full. This one is not. Is it sacrilegious to have a have all brass coated ammo and then just one zinc plated round in here? Is that bad? Oh, I guess it's full. That's true. Well, that's what Dan is for. Dan is my Maglula. um, okay. Let me tell you guys about this fantastic thing that I learned about at a family friend's Christmas event. So someone would make every year this thing that they called a brie bowl. And it's not that rare, but I just gotta tell you. So you take a sourdough boule, you cut out a hole, a big hole, not a weird flashlight sized hole, but a big hole like you're gonna do a soup. And then you carve all, not all, but a lot of the the bread out and you toast it. And then and then you take a wheel of brie, hello twandrine, and you cut the rind off the top, and you really cut the rind off of everything. You stick it in there. You put a stick of butter in there and like 5 scoops of garlic, of minced garlic, and then you bake it, and then you bake the guts too. Oh my god, and then you just dip the toasted bread in the melted butter brie, and then as you finish it, you just start eating the bowl. It's good to be American sometimes, y'all. Like, my fat ass. Ugh, what a dream. But yeah, I was really nervous about these, but Damien and I talked a bit, and it's very rare for them to actually make steel rounds for 9 mil. And I looked it up, and these are FMJ rounds just in steel casing. I know. Oh, I know. When I went back to visit that family who does it, the last time I saw them, I was like at the height of eating disorder territory. Uh, and my God, I ate until I was in pain. That shit is so good. E- Yeah, exactly. Look, I eat a lot of dietary fat. And my cholesterol, when I was real skinny, was really bad. And my cholesterol now, best it's ever been. And there is correlation does not equal causation. And I even got a calcium score done to see if I had plaque building in my arteries. And I got none. I got none. All right. What if I low key was working for the dairy lobby? This whole stream is just me trying to convince you guys to get more dairy. Ha. Is it working? Why does that hold 17? What a stupid number. Oh, that's good to know. Was it also Magtech brand? Because yeah. I thought I was saying nice. How old are you, Michael? I know they don't typically love to give calcium scores for people under 40, but I'm really good at writing medical appeals. Oh, actually, I am good at writing medical appeals, but I wasn't able to get that one covered because I was under 40. But I found like a coupon. HK cheese propaganda. Okay, I want to make a shirt now that just says cheese propaganda. Um, or like the cheese Illuminati. There's got to be some pun with like Illuminati or lizard people or something with cheese. 46. Okay, fair. Dude, for real. That is for real. And it was like good. I found a coupon. It was like $200 for the calcium score, which actually I have a bone to pick because I have really good health insurance because I'm have military health insurance and it's essentially socialized healthcare. Like if if my insurance covers it, I pay zero copay and I only pay like really reduced price for meds. Like my 30-day supply of Adderall uh extended with instant booster is like 20 bucks a month, 25 bucks a month, like super cheap. Um, but when it's not covered, my God, it's a pain in the ass. Glock 17, what is dude, I mean, as a chronically ill person, it's great to have good healthcare. I see doctors all the time. It's awful. Oh, did they do anything about the your aorta, or are they just like monitoring it? I don't know. I'm just gonna jam it in here. Also, if you guys have travel tips for Portugal, you let me know. We are taking impromptu trip there because to be honest, we've been toying with the idea of moving there. So we want to check it out. If only they would stop trying to limit. Oh yeah, I mean the shit they're trying to pull for VA. I mean the VA is already fucked, but ugh, yeah. The thing is, like, I really don't like to complain about my healthcare because I don't pay any copay. I don't need to. I don't have a deductible. But military medicine is military medicine, right? Like, I do have the plan with TRICARE though that it's like an offshoot that's available in this area, so I don't have to see military doctors. I go to like standard hospitals, and I still don't have to pay a copay. Um, what was wrong with it? Just like is shape funny? Like a little macaroni in your heart? Aorta. Oh, it's using translation. Whoa, aorta is like one of the things in your heart. Um, yeah, that's what I was reading. Like, it's not super difficult to get a Portuguese citizenship to the chagrin of the Portuguese because they're like, there's no affordable housing, which is fair because all the, immigrants are moving there. The way I said it, let me give you context. I have nothing against immigrants. I was going to say expat, but I watched this video about how the term expat is kind of rooted in classism and racism. And that's because when someone leaves a rich country to go to a less rich country, they're expats. But if you come from a poor country to go to a rich country, you're an immigrant. So I'm trying to adopt the idea that if we move out of the country to a less rich country, we would still be immigrants. So I didn't mean like, oh, immigrants. Not at all how I think. My body soft tissue. Have you considered vascular EDS, Michael? I mean, I don't want to diagnose everyone with EDS because that's not the point, but interesting, especially because you've had, yeah, huh? Before when I had, yeah, that is rough. Um, thanks, Department of War. Okay, that makes sense. Have you had genetic testing or anything related to that? When you're chronically ill, you learn a lot about uh chronic illnesses. I'm actually trying to convince my insurance to pay for a vascular EDS test because I have EDS, but a lot of my mother's father's side died really, really young from stroke or stroke related type things. So I should get that checked out. I have not, but it's really interesting. Damn. I mean, at least they're monitoring it and they know, but ugh, it's rough. Wow, this thing fucking sucks for this right now. I don't know what is happening. Okay. Beta mags. Since I'm since I'm going back to OEM mags for my Glock, I only have 3, which sucks. Oh yeah, I bet. I feel yeah, what productive thing are you doing, Xeno Rabbit? It really is like the body doubling is so real. Like it's good that I'm doing this so that I actually do it. Because otherwise I've been hoarding embroidery thread lately and I've been moving it out of its spool onto bobbins. And I'd be doing that instead, but I need to do this. I mean, this is true. Although one of my friends is competing. One person I know that has a Glock that would be compatible is competing. So he's probably not gonna give me his mags. And then Eddie is like a commie. So he's got commie mags. But I'm not doing troopers, so I can just reload mags as needed. Although 30 rounds per stage is probably not enough because fast is fucking insane. So maybe I should get more mags. I should see where my pre-order is. Does anyone know if the Glock 15 round OEM mags came out yet? Because I pre-ordered like a month ago and I haven't got any. Please tell me more about the Mexican food. What kind of Mexican food are you eating? What dish are you eating? Yeah, the hobby. Oh my God. We have a 3-bedroom house that we rent. One room is dedicated to like outdoor activities, camping, gun stuff, volleyball, pickleball, all of our sports stuff. The other room is our craft room. So we have 2 essentially playrooms in this house. It's stupid. Um, I'm crying for you. I do miss Washington State, but man, some of those rules, they'd be crazy. I am shooting. I always mix this up. I think it's the 48. It's the bigger one. I'm shooting the bigger one of the 43 and the 48. Glo- Glocks, like you can't own a gun from the company Glock in Maryland. You can't buy one now. Yes, that one. Which I do eventually want to upgrade to like the 17, but like find a 5th gen one because Dan has a 19, but it's a 3rd gen and the mag release is just bad for me. But the newer gens are better. Oh. What is the cruciform trigger bar, is that an OEM thing? And you get more Glock mags. They're pretty neat. I am really trying to avoid third party mags because the Shield Arm mags have fucked me so many times. And I know people don't love Shield Arms, but they just like ruined my life. So I'm trying to go OEM. What's so weird about or like special about the trigger that they decided to ban it? And then also, I got to read this Mexican thing. I got to know what you're eating. Oh, that sounds good. Yum. Basically, so it's internal or is it specific to the trigger? Or is it both? Is it specific to the trigger and an internal mechanism? Or is it like, I don't know. Someone help me. How is there 10 in here, but one still here? Was there already a round in here when I got it? I don't know. There's no reason to. Why do we close the mag loader and hold down the follower? Wait. Do I not have to? Don't you have to wait? I don't know. Is there a better way to do it? That's just how my muscle memory does it. It only. I'm trying to get my hands swole. It's Pride Month. I gotta get these hands locked down. Okay. Okay, you guys are talking about the permanent sugar. What does the cruciform bar do? Like, why is Maryland like this is an issue? What about it is scaring Maryland? Happy Pride. Let's go find more mags. Come to me. Come with me to my messy room. Think that you can release it. Oh, it's Pride Month. Got to keep it tight. Okay. Anti-Christian Bible. Ha ha, hee hee. Where can I put you? Is this gonna work? If you guys crash, I'm so sorry. Nah. What if I turn this semi with a cruciform by a backplate? Okay. What is the what is the trigger bar? Is that in the slide under the slide? Oh my god. This is crazy. MD because I don't know. I know what the backplate is. What is the trigger bar? And why don't we like that it's changed? Okay. If I were Mags, where would I be? These are metal. These are shield arms. They can go to hell. Oh, last time I labeled this box Mags. Never blah blah blah. It's in the grip portion. What does it do? What is its mechanical purpose? I never found that sight tool, by the way. As a hee hee ha ha, actually, Felix's wedding is coming up, and I thought it'd be hilarious to buy him the sight tool that he sold to us that he wanted to borrow that I couldn't find. So I might do that. I don't think Felix is going to watch this. All right, guys. Mags! It's in the frame. It connects the trigger to this that releases the trigger. And so, what about the clock? Ah, what about the Glock ones? Does Marilyn think it's like, why do they think it's bad? Because you can change it out easily and then make your gun like even scalier. Safe action system where the rear cross catches the striker. I don't mean to be that girl right now, but you guys are saying a lot of words, and I know the words, but I don't know the word. You know, the switch tickle. Oh, it makes it full auto. Ooh, interesting. 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 I don't know if you guys watched the new season of Love on the Spectrum, but sometimes I say it. Oh, y'all. Holy fuckamole. Yo, what the shit? Oh, look at baby Mag. He's so cute. All mags are important, regardless of size. They're all important. Um, yo, what the fuck? Okay, we don't need 6 round mags. Oh, got more of Dan's mags. 6 round. 6 rounds. I could. Do they fit? The 6 rounds fit in mine? Okay, more Dan mags. These are full. I'll load this one. Um. Wow. Wait, googly moogly. Not full. Okay, let me get the empties out, and then we'll get the partials. Okay. I should ask if he just wants them all full, but it will just be easier to have them all full. Well, holy shit. Okay, wait. Empty. Partial. I wish these were partial so I could get an idea of. Okay. So let's say he's got 5 at 29. 5 at 30 was 150. And the minimum count is 400. So let's do like 10 mags. Are those purple tipped bullets? Holy shit, it's the full. Oh no, it's not there. If they're empty, you just yeet the gun. I don't have enough. I didn't think I had enough mags. I knew that I had more. I didn't know I had this much. My God, purple tip bullets. Um, no, I don't know what you're. Let me see. No, I don't know if that's a joke, but the answer is again no. Okay, let's put this down. Okay, okay. Move this. Okay, empties. You guys are so distracting. I went ahead and sold mine. I only had the Glock for. I mean, I can color them purple. This is crazy. But I had to lean. I mean, that's fair. Yeah. Um, I'm sure there are still ways and means to get your needs met. Ah, how much you doing? I used ECC. Small is nice. Like per my last video, even my 48, which is a subcompact, it's big. I still need to do the pepper spray thing. I really partially want to go out into like an open space and spray the Chungus pepper spray. But I don't know how long it like lasts on grass and if I'm gonna like ruin someone's day. Um, ooh, fair. You should just get a tiny baby gun and then get like a 30 round mag to go with it so your pinky is good. Okay, those are empties. Let's do that. Feel like I'm on a fuck. What's that show with the boxes full of money? What was that show called? Deal or No Deal? Is that what it is? Is it Deal or No Deal? Luckily, West Virginia is never gonna change. I've never watched Deal or No Deal. What's the premise? You just like open a box, then you say like I want that deal or I don't want that no deal. Is that simple? It surely cannot. Uh, I mean, classic is good, right? Like, have you had Jarlsberg Swiss? Oh, I love a Jarlsberg Swiss. It's like kind of creamy. Wait, no, that's the whole show. They just open boxes and then you're like, I want this. And then if you say yes, you get it. And if you say no, you open more boxes. Yeah, Arizona. I mean, yeah. Arizona's interesting though. It's like very purple. So be interested to see how that like develops. Let me get these the fuck out of the way a little bit. Also, um, holy shit, that was a bad joke, Michael. Look at my pile. Also, my craft pile right now in there is crazy, but this is insane. I look like I'm like prepping right now. I am technically prepping, but ah, do get rich opening boxes. Do you mean like people who make money on unboxing videos? There was a dealer trying to outbid you on the boxes. So you had like a pool of money that you could put towards a box and then you could get it and then you would win. I gotta read this. That game sounds dumb. But also America loves shit like Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? So also, I mean, money, winning is fun. Ooh, goat cheese. Okay, goat cheese, hot Cheetos. Dip the hot Cheeto in the goat cheese. Thank me later. Okay, back to the mags. Okie dokie. Okay. Uh, Deal or No Deals from the 70s? It's been around that long? I thought it was like a newer show. This is also so off topic, but I I could see that fucking. Funny cheese story from when I visited. What kind of container was your cheese in that the TSA agent was nervous? That's my question. Also, I just got some French imported butter because I see people losing their shit about it, and I found some at the cheesemonger. Yo, fucking good, especially on homemade bread. I'm the strangest trad wife that there is, but recently got a huge shipment in the mail because Dan ordered some rock slatters for his truck, and they delivered it on a pallet, and they delivered it by putting it into a cheesecloth. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to circle back to that. They put it in this giant box and then spray foamed it in place, which was interesting, but it worked. But I had to break down all the boxes. Anyway, my trash can is fucking full and trash doesn't come for a few more days. So I'm just gonna have to, I don't know. Are coated boxes even recyclable? I don't think they are. I've been recycling them my whole life, but I'm pretty sure coated boxes aren't actually recyclable. Most of the recycling in America doesn't even get recycled. That's neither here nor there. Okay, what? I need to hear more about this cheese clock. Is it a like it's sold as a clock that holds cheese, or is the cheese in a container that looks like a clock, or did you buy a clock and put cheese in it? Oh, I was stoked about this. That just like made me so sad. I really wanted to get this cheese clock. Um, wow. I already had dinner. It's 8 o'clock here, but now I'm thinking about cheese and now I might eat cheese after this. Ah, that was 20. I need 9 more. Um, oh, good cheese is an item. Oh, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Oh, I see someone else is in it. I think we found our $1,000,000 idea. Okay. You guys, if someone steals this idea from me, at least give me a cut. But I had this idea to not to patent, but to create a piece of wearable jewelry that is that doesn't look obvious to what it is, but it has an internal mechanism that flips. One side is red, one side is green. And it's basically to signal to someone whether you are comfortable with like touch at that point. And yes, obviously it's because I'm super autistic. I wanted to make it, but I've been 3D printing prototypes. And I think it's a great idea, especially if it's like really subtly done. I can show you guys later. But $1,000,000 idea. autism necklaces. Um, Speaking of TSA, when I first started dating Dan, I found these like weird ass, I know, right? These weird ass keychains that were just like hollowed shells, but they had a fake bullet or something. They were like keychains, key for your keyring. And I got them and TSA took them from me. Whether people, I think it would be less about like strangers and more about like, sometimes you're just overstimulated and like you don't want your friends and family to touch you. You're just like, I just need a break. And so like that's the same thought, right? It's like, okay, like I'm just a little overstimulated. I like can't express where I'm at. Like I just need to like comfort will not come from touch right now. And so that was the thought. Or it's like, yeah, exactly. For people that you know already. Or like for people that you're like dating, you're like, am I comfortable with this making a move or like blah blah blah. I don't know. Uh could just be that I need it because words are hard. Um oh, that was another story it reminded me of. Dan, obviously is in the military. He he got stopped by TSA once. Not TSA, yeah, TSA. He got held from his flight prior to boarding? Yeah, because they swabbed his Pelican boxes and he was traveling on like military stuff. So it's like got military stuff. It's labeled military, it's Pelican boxes, but they stopped him and had to interrogate him because they swabbed the box and had explosive residue. So cool. Verbalizing. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Cause like there are often times and maybe I can't speak for other people, but when I am feeling overwhelmed and like, yeah, maybe a hug would be good. But other times I'm like, don't even breathe on me, right? So I don't know. Just little flippy boy. It's like a circle instead of a square that just rotates. It's still in the prototype. I want to make it like real nice. And ideally long term, not from PLA, but I don't know, just a thing I've been playing with. I took mine. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. That sounds fun. Did you have any loose rounds when you got to the airport? Because that would suck. It's like when you come back from the range and you do laundry and you're like, why the fuck is my washing machine so loud? And then you realize you washed like bullets. That's so brutal. Oh, that's good. But they don't automatically swab for stuff, right? Or do they have like passive means of detecting gunpowder? I don't know how this works. I'm not a TSA agent. Ah, they're like, this guy looks like he's got explosive residue on him. Okay. Yeah. The thing is, I got only one layer of boxes of ammo out of the box that I got of shipment. There's two more. How many rounds did I buy? Whoa. Sounds like a weird story in there. Are you sketchy? Do you look sketchy? It's like whenever you try not to look sketchy, you look sketchy. It's like when you go to a store and you don't buy anything and you're like, I look like I'm stealing, you know? Jeff, you? Ooh, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I have a friend who she's not even dual citizenship, but her dad, I don't know if he's dual or he just, is a researcher. He's gotten stopped a lot at the airport, which is unfortunate. Reminds me of I lived in Oklahoma when 9/11 happened, and I had a classmate. with a, I'm not gonna say his name, but he had a very East Indian name and he was East Indian. But living in Oklahoma and being in third, fourth grade when 9/11 happened, oh, I felt so bad for him. What a time he had. Stupid kids. Fuck them kids. I don't mean that. Maybe I do. Is it Tahlequah, Oklahoma. Tahlequah. You know it? There's nothing there. I have lived in some very strange places. Also, does anyone know when the Glock big boy mags are coming out? Because I don't know. I need to get mags, more mags. My dad's from the high. Oh, are you in Muskogee? I know Muskogee. Or Tulsa. Tulsa's far. Tulsa was far, but Muskogee was close. Where's Fort Meade is DMV, right? Should I know this? I should know this. Okay. Yeah, I lived there for 3 years. Wow. The world is so small. Wow, being on base in Maryland for 9/11 must have been so fucking weird. So weird. Children. The trick is though, well, I don't know how old you are, but the trick is to start using their mannerisms and then it's not cool anymore, so they stop. Unless you're like in your 20s, then I think get away with it. But if you're like me, 30s, oh my God. Oh, I thought you were saying you're 67 years old, not doing 6'7". Sorry, it's one of those days. Uh, all the kids in my neighborhood are like 5 or under-ish. Like there's 1 or 2 like 13-year-olds, but I don't go on that. Fort Bragg went from, oh yeah, I'm fucking sure it was crazy. Like I moved around a lot as a kid, but not because of military affiliation. But I can't imagine what it would have been like being married militarily affiliated during that time. My mom, dang. I've heard stories too of people like who had to, walk home that day. Like you just couldn't cross the bridge or whatever. Just like it was a crazy time, is what I've heard. Your 40s, yeah, I'm sure. Maybe not in the chat. Maybe I'm sure there's a subscriber older than you though. But that's no fault of your own. That's because I have boring live chat, live videos. 26. Wow. 22 and saying you lost the game is actually, wow, you know your history, son. It's impressive. My I've got a friend who's quite young and someone recently had to teach her what a Rick roll was. And I was like, I'm gonna die. 30, 46. Okay. I'm like 60. My body's like 60 if that makes you feel better. Are you guys having fun hearing me yap and loading excessive amounts of ammo? This is the American dream, you guys. Can't do, well, you can do this in Portugal. It's actually, you can own guns in Portugal, but you have to do like extensive testing. There's an expensive licensure, and you basically have to say, like, I do it for sport or for hobby. It's very serious, but you can do it. Rickroll. Oh my God. I'm so glad that you guys are so easily amused. uh Again, it's funny. I don't know, like monetarily, there's no benefit to me doing this because I but there's not always stuff to make content about. So it's fun to at least do this. Yeah, I wish that'd be great. I did go to the range the other day, last Sunday, Saturday, and it had been the first time in a while that I had gone. Um, and I was honestly very surprised by how much the recoil of the pistol. I mean, the smaller pistol, more recoil. duh. But how much it fucked me up, Vice the rifle. I mean, your life is cool. You want to see Potato? Potato, come here, Potato. Potato, where the fuck are you? Potato. Oh, hello. Come here. Your presence has been requested. Come. Oh my god. Ah, he's on a diet. He's not happy about it. Yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah, Potato. I took him, he had his like monthly or his annual recently, and he always has like a hard stomach. And I wanted to see if dieting will help. He's just hard. He's a hard dude. He's cute and he's so friendly and he's kind of like a dog, but he's also so annoying. So if anyone wants a free cat, they can have him. I regret him constantly. He's the worst decision of my life. Yeah. I adopted him when one of my other cats died and I was feeling sad about it. Dan and I got two cats that day, and that was a mistake because he's a demon, but he's so cute. But he is actually evil. No, he's so evil. No, he's straight dog vibes. Like he came when he was cold and he has hissed like twice in his life. Um he's silly boy. Brie. Brie's a classic. The classics are classics for reasons. I'm just glad no one is like, ugh, blue cheese. Like I love blue cheese, but it can't be someone's favorite cheese. Come on. Hi, Potato. You're so popular. So maybe one of them will love you. Maybe one of them will love you. They'll take you. Oh my god, you're so funny. Looks like he understood. Oh my gosh, when he was a kitten, um, oh, his fur. Dan came. This was in our old house in Georgia. Dan came home and heard him meowing like a baby, and he could not figure out why. And he was little. It was when they were like 8 weeks, 10 weeks old. After like an hour of looking, he found him under the washing machine. So I think what had happened was the drum was the washing machine door was open, it's a top loader, and he jumped in there and managed to get between the drum and the fucking shell. And so he was under the washing machine. And this cat, to this day, still insists on jumping in the washing machine or the dryer whenever he can. It's his favorite. I would love for him to go to the fast match. And then if he got lost in the woods, it's God as God intended. He's so evil. Dude, the most insane things. We've had to keep our toilet lids closed since we got him because he'll go in and splash. And now I'm trying to like open them again so he doesn't, but he's getting fucking water everywhere. Yeah, oh yeah, in the washing machine. Um, he's also an escape artist. You like the way our doors close, the screen doors, they like close and then they lull and they close. If you don't watch out, that cat will run out. Sometimes he's allowed to go outside, but only when mom says so. Yay. You're such a demon. Yeah. I'm good about washing him before the washing machine. So usually when he jumps in, like there's no stuff in it. But he has definitely jumped in once when there was soap in it. So I had to wash the dish soap or the washing machine soap off him. Oh my gosh, that's actually kind of cute. Ugh, I'm not even allergic to cats, but oh god, probably rubbing all this on my face is not good. But you know what? There's microplastics in our balls, so whatever. Okay, potato break is over. Oh my god. Okay, potato is just a. He's not a little guy. Goodbye. Um, no good to be had. The other ones they're lovely. It's crazy. Babies, oh my god, even babies are being born with, like, microplastics in them. People on remote islands have microplastics, like, we're fucked, you guys. We are fucked. Super cool, super cool, super cool. Between lead exposure and microplastics and I don't know. You're so right. You're so right. Oh, the fuck is happening? Huh. Damn, cigarettes. Retro. Yeah. Okay, this might be a stupid question. I think this is full. Yeah, it's full, but it's weird because the number down here says 25, and then there's like this, you can see the spring. So it's kind of confusing. It makes it seem like it's not full, but I can't get it to go down anymore. Oh, but it's not, I don't know. Okay. Well, let me try. Yeah, there's a red line. Oh, see, this is why I need friends. Because I don't know what I'm doing. The orange spring. Let me find another PMAG and see. This is a PMAG. This one's not a PMAG. This PMAG doesn't have a window. What is this bullshit? Is this a PMAG? I don't know. I'll find out. Let's push it down. Something. Anyway, that's a lot of work. I'm just gonna do it in a different one. Oh, look, you guys are so smart. Wow. Thank you guys so much. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I don't hate that. In the same camp. The same camp of what? Smoking cigarettes, microplastics in your balls. Apparently, one of the good ways to get rid of microplastics too is to donate plasma, because then they like take your blood out and then remove the plasma and then they like put it through a Brita filter. So that's a good way to help. Or donating blood. I don't know. But there's like a couple ways to help reduce your microplastics, apparently. Okay. More boxes. Proud of me. Yeah, I'm proud of me too. I I'm not trying to get canceled, but I want to make a joke about my abilities. Oh my mag's full. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If only there were a way to know if it's full. If only they created a system that helped me. Fucking idiot. Just donate. Yeah, exactly. Look, if someone needs blood that badly, they can deal with my microplastics. All right. Okay. Do you think Goodwill would take my microplastics? You know what though? I watched this video. Have you have you seen those videos of people pretending to be hydraulic presses themselves and using their face? I think those are fantastic. You know what? Good question. Why don't they put 6 hot dogs in a hot dog container to go with the 6 buns they sell me? I don't know. The hot dog glizzy bun lobby's fucking us up, you guys. So fucking annoying. The only way to get it mathematically sound is to get 40 hot dogs. Who okay, if you have friends, you can eat 40 hot dogs, but who wants 40 hot dogs? 40 hot dogs? Whoa, Michael is in the know. Yeah, yeah. This is probably number 30. Let's try. That's why Smart. Hear me out though. I mean, that's fair. It's not like a crazy take. As long as you're good at mag changes, meh. Oh. Yeah, I think the good news about not being like a total like big gun person is that I wasn't under pressure to feel like I needed to get like there wasn't stuff on my list that I needed to get. So I was like, okay, I got what I got, and there we are. Which, not as lucky or not as what's the phrase I'm looking for? Sucks for other people, right? Who had to like either panic buy or find other means. But I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of I haven't looked super in depth. I know there's obviously like LEO exceptions, but I feel like military, there's probably exceptions in terms of buying. I don't know. We got a lot. If the uppermost cartridge is on the right when you're looking, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I'm doing 29s so that it'll be a little bit more chill. There's something else I was gonna reply to. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure gun companies were like, oh hell yeah, like buy stuff, but crazy. I will say too though, um, I'm not registered in the state because we're husband is nil. So my voter registration elsewhere. And I would have voted Spanberger regardless because Earl Seals was a mess. But man, she sucks. And not just for her gun stance and everything, but you see these conspiracy theories or not so conspiracy theories about how well obviously she, worked at the CIA. She's a CIA plant, right? Like whether or not that's the case, like she's not my fave. Also, the cannabis stuff is so fucking annoying. Getting a medical card, I wanted to get some specific topical cream for my chronic pain. Medical card stuff here is fucking stupid. I know, right? Yeah, once a fed, always a fed. Yeah, and I don't know. This maybe is going um I would be a terrible fed. Mostly because I have a real legitimate like issue against authority. I really like if I don't agree with something, I'm not gonna do it. And so it wouldn't go well for me. Yo, for real though. That's the thing. Like obviously y'all can tell where I stand with thoughts on the everything. But if we can just eke out a couple more years with Dan being active, like we'll be set for life. Let's just get through it. Let's just get through it. But oh yeah. Uh I was gonna say, you look at the field of politicians, um, and I know so many of us, dude, we're 2 years. Well, technically, he gets 20 years at 2027, but he's uh to get his high three at E9, he has to do till 2028. So if I was a federal agent one, I don't know. They're fat feds. Not to say that you're fat, but the implication based on what you said. Um, but I know that so many of us are just like, bye, sick of return of, the political systems at all. And it's hard because sometimes you look at it and you're like, I And maybe this is just me, but I think to myself, like, I could do that. But at the same time, I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. I skipped a lot of grades and I don't have like basic history. I don't have like book smarts. I'm very creative and like very street smart, but I don't have book smart. So like obviously I can learn. I can go back and learn. Um, but sometimes I'm like, I should just run or like people like me should run. Um, but then it's like I don't know. I don't feel smart enough. And I need my smart friends to run, right? Like I just you know what I mean? Yeah, 18 months. He no, I would be I don't know. I'm not smart enough. I recognize that like my knowledge base is lacking. Um and that's that's something that like I wouldn't feel comfortable doing. I mean, maybe if I lived in Georgia still in that small town, like I would feel more empowered, but there are so many more strong potential candidates and I don't know. I need those people to run. I need smart people. Fair. See, you need to run. See, you don't have I'm sure you don't have a weird YouTube channel where you like say stupid shit, you know? My digital footprint is huge. Huge. No, actually standing on the roadside with a Woody nipple babies. I mean, this is fair. Like, there are a lot of not smart people in politics, but I hope and dream for my cohort, my age of people who are more educated than me, um, to do something, you know? Yeah, no. Also circling back, yeah, 18 months. He enlisted in January 2027. Sorry, 2007. So theoretically, we could get 20 years at E9. I think the goal is summer 28, but oh, are you on disability? You don't have to answer that, but oh, to the VA. Got it. I thought you were saying to all of Virginia. Fair. Did you medically retire or or is it, what's the story there? What the fuck did I just do? What is happening? Okay. Huh. Are you at 100%? My mom. Yeah. This is like reverse Christmas. Kind of getting Christmas. Sir. Huh. How are you paid at 100 but rated at 90? I don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know how any of the retirement stuff works because we're not there yet, but we're in the process of getting like all of the various injuries and everything on paper because that boy is fucked up. Like his family lives a long time because they're quite healthy, but he's gonna die young. I know it's terrible, but the amount of shit his body has gone through and been exposed to, like, it's not good. But also, if you're rated, thank you so much. Yes, come compete at Fairfax again. And actually, if you want to shoot it fast, I think there is an extra ticket. So email me if you're interested. I don't know if the ticket's still there, but I can find out. Individual unemployability. Huh. I don't know anything about that. Because I know a lot of people who get 100% who still do work. You're not supposed to work if you get 100%. They got to make quota, you know? Got to get those kids on the books. Tony Max. I literally look like I'm stocking up for an apocalypse. Heading out pretty soon too. Thank yous. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I gotta hurry the fuck up so I can eat cheese. It's 8:30 right now, and I don't like eating late, but I want to eat some cheese. Have fun. Have a good night. I'm a favor. Oh my god. My fingies are getting a little tired. How has it taken me an hour and a half to do this? This is fucking insane. What did I just do? Oh, buddy. Oh my god. Okay. If you can't work because of a disability related to your service, you qualify. Oh, you can't get a steady job that supports you. Interesting. Huh. I've never heard of that. Is individual unemployability something that they also classify you under? Like they're like, they make that decision? Oh, so like cotija cheese or like Mexican cheese? What kind of cheese are you using for your quesadilla is the question. Huh. How do they make that determination? Is it just like they look at your life and go, okay, that makes sense that you can't work? It's gonna be so funny if I hear from Dan. He's like, I didn't need all those mags filled. It's gonna be so funny. I should have asked him first. But again, ADHD. Interesting. Huh. But then it sounds like you can refute that or something. You have at least one service at 60. Oh. What branch were you in? That's sus. What's happening here? Why does this feel full? But it's full on that side. I don't know. This is gonna go this side. I don't know what's happening here. Army. Oh, I need to know more about this cheese. Okay. What unit were you in? 2011 to 2015. Okay, so still GWAT. 2011 would have been like what, Afghanistan? Okay. Yeah, you probably had a long ass deployment too, being first armored, like 9 months, 12 months, 16ers. They didn't do that late in the GY, I don't think, but I could be wrong. Yuck. Dan's always had fairly short deployments, but frequent. But my God, damn. Are you trying to get them to remove your work thing? I forgot the name already. I'm so sorry. Unemployment, non-employable, unemployable thingy. Also, I love that there's 11 people here and two people are talking. Okay. So you want them to remove it so that you can work still and collect disability. I mean, that's fair. Will you have to like is it pretty easy to get them to waive or relook at, or is it something where you have to involve lawyers? It's crazy to me that they're like, yeah, your service related injuries are so bad that you we're saying that you basically can't work, and therefore, like, even if you wanted to, we're not gonna let you so you get 100%. That's so annoying. This is full. This is full. This is full. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I count that right? Is that 8? Nope, that's 7. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. If this is full, which I think it is, then it's 30 mags full. So 15 each. 30 mags full. 900 rounds. That's good. Why? How many rounds did I buy? Oh, I bought a shit ton of rounds. We had a bunch of full mags already. That's what happened. Because the fast match was like you should expect 400 rounds per match on the conservative side. So I overbought that. Cool. So now we have a bunch of rounds left over. I only have one more mag to fill, which is that random rifle round I found in the mag box. And then I'm done. And then I'm gonna eat some motherfucking cheese. Yeah, dude. Ah. It's an interesting idea. How many children do you have? Fair. Cute. So since 2016. That's cute. So your kid is at least 10, maybe older, depending on when you had your child. Oh, kid hater up in here. Just kidding. I don't have kids either. Is this gonna fit? Nope. Damn it. One left in the box. Sucks. No, it looks like it should fit. I've always been like anti kid. And then I met Dan and have truly reconsidered because he's just a lovely human being. But man, having kids, like, it changes your life, and I obviously, and I think that where I'm stuck is you mourn the life. You'll mourn your life either way in some way. Like if you don't have kids, you'll mourn the life of never having kids, if that's something you wanted. And then if you have kids, like I think there is definitely a sense of mourning of like the loss of the life of not having kids. I think whether or not people like to admit it, it's, you know, sacrifice either way. You don't have to be permanently single unless you choose to be. It's fine. Fuck. This box says mags on it, but I'm putting ammo in it. Well, this will be extra rounds for the comp, so I'll just extra. No lie. It's funny, all my female friends who didn't want kids all now have them. I go hiking. Yeah, I mean, I think that people definitely can change on wanting kids. Um, like again, I my whole life, and when Dan and I got married, he knew that like for me was not something I wanted to do. But I think what happens is your fucking ovaries start saying, put a baby in me. And then you're like, well, maybe I should. And then you panic about it until either you have a baby or you don't, which is so cool. Yeah, this is so true. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, what if I didn't decide to get hurt and be sick all the time? That'd be cool. Also, now that I've been thinking about cheese for the better part of an hour, I can't get the cheese tax song stuck out of my head. And I've just been singing it to myself, uh, thinking about the cheese that I'm gonna eat. That's a good reward for a job well done. Job well done. This is there's so much trash on the floor. Okay. I think this is all the spare ammo. Yes, for the comp. Hell yeah, brother. Put the Ablula right in there. Oh my God, Sam. Okay. Okay. You got to keep trying, you know? You never know, you know? I'm always trying to impregnate some guy. Um, no, I didn't find the site tool. I'm gonna eat the truffle cheese. Although I did buy some new cheeses from Trader Joe's that I haven't tried, so maybe I'll let me take you to my cheese situation really quick. But here's oh my god, spare ammo, and then 30 mags for the rifles. I have 4 Glock mags for me and 7 Glock mags for Dan. So we'll see. All right, let me wash my hands. House tour. Oh, here's the rock sliders that came. They were heavy, so I left them there. Oh my god, government cheese again. Oh, you guys saw my dirty ass kitchen. Hold on. The good news is whatever this black stuff is, it's gonna come off. So that's good. Okay. Oh, message. That sounds good. I don't know what kind of like algorithms you guys have, but I kept seeing these ads for they're called gem candies, and basically you make candy with agar agar and then let it the water evaporate. And I decided to make them. And so they're like candy. On the inside, they're like jelly, but the outside is crunchy. Listen to this. But it's supposed to be even harder. And I've been letting them sit for a long time. I don't my ratios might be wrong. They're not like rock hard yet. Delicious. Okay. Cheese. Cheese time. Cheese time. Okay. Mm, mm. I got this basil and garlic Monterey Jack. I got some Iberico cheese. I got some Parmigiano Reggiano because duh. Oh my god, I have ravioli. I didn't know I had ravioli. I forgot. Uh, garlic bread cheese. I don't know if you're um bread cheese people, but cutting it and then grilling it, so good. Kind of want to eat this whole thing right now. And then my favorite. There's Italian truffle cheese. This shit is so good. Um, yeah, cow's milk and truffles. So good. I think I'm gonna make some garlic bread cheese. You just fry it and then you eat it. Oh, and if that wasn't enough cheese, I also got cottage cheese. And there's string cheese. All right. That was it. I'm not gonna subject you guys to my cheese cooking because that's crazy. This is a gun channel, not an eating channel. What? What's it? Sorry, I got distracted. I do this side income thing called Sniff Spot where basically I rent out my yard to dog owners. And I put this new mosquito repellent shield thing out with directions on it, and the lady who was just here left it on, so I turned it off. Also, she's the only person who gave me a 4 star ever, and she stayed again, so I wonder if she's gonna give me a 4 star again. Uh yeah, you guys are here for the cheese. I get it. I get it. I'm gonna do it in the cast iron. God, Jesus. The channel of two things: guns, cheese. Honestly, okay. I I'm a very critical person and very discerning, and I have a very sensitive palate. And so, in another world, I am a food critic. So, if you have food questions, you let me know. We'll talk food all day. Don't do as I do. This is chaos. Maybe the cheese is the friends we made along the way. I almost hit myself in the face, you guys. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go now so I can eat this cheese in shame. Thanks for hanging out and watching me fill 30 fucking mags. Well, technically 40 something mags. Wouldn't have done it without you guys. All right. Goodbye. I guess I'll wait for everyone to say goodbye. I don't want to just like hang up on you guys. Thanks, everyone. That was very kind of you. I don't know what the lurkers are doing, but bye to the lurkers too. Thanks for just lurking. All right, bye.